Alright, firstly, you have to understand that the shaitan is going to attack you in a way that he knows that he can attack you, right? So what he's going to do is he's going to come from an angle where he knows that he's going to be able to play you up. So you have to understand that this is not from the religion of Allah. Allah doesn't want you to be paranoid. Allah hasn't given you the religion. He hasn't created you so that you feel bad about yourself or that you constantly feel that you're not good enough. Allah has created you as a believer. Allah has created you as a human being, and that is an honor. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَحَمَلْنَاهُمْ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ. Allah says in Surah Al-Isra, we have honored Banu Adam. Yeah? So the purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you life and Iman and Islam is in order to honor you. Your enemy, shaitan, will come and he'll try and put all that into doubt. And say, nah, you're not good enough. Nah, you're not like this. Nah, you're not, you're not doing good deeds. Nah, you've done too many bad deeds, etc. Right? First thing. Second thing you have to also understand is that in origin, you are not going to be held accountable for anything unless if you've got proof to say that I've got accountability in that. Okay? So if somebody says to you, oh, you've offended someone, well, where's the proof for that? If somebody says to you, your salah wasn't valid because you didn't do wudu properly, well, where's your evidence for that? I know I've done my wudu correctly. If somebody says to you, oh, your trousers were dirty and you prayed with dirty trousers, well, where's the proof? You look at it. The proof is that everything is fine. You can look at it, you can see it, right? So now, I'm applying this to you now, yeah? I see you as being a very, a kind person, a gentle person, a person who's got honor about himself, a person who wants to do the right thing, a person who wants to learn, a person who wants to benefit people. People your age doing voluntary work is almost unheard of. So I can see that there's a lot of good in you, right? So if somebody comes to you, or these thoughts come to you, and this is that somebody, shaitan, right, comes to you and says, you've offended someone, you've backbitten someone, you've done something bad towards someone. Well, again, it goes back to the trousers. Where's your proof for that? Because my trousers are clean. My heart is clean. I've never done anything about anyone ever. Okay? That's the second or the third thing. Also now what you're saying here, maybe I have said something, but it was not my intention to. I've not done this on purpose. So if you have said something, and if you have looked at someone the wrong way, or if you've done something towards someone where they've been offended or something like that, but it's not your intention, Allah is not going to hold you to account. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah subhanahu إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Your actions are based on your intentions. إنما لكل ما نوى. Every single person will get what he intended. So my point to you is, if you have done something which has offended somebody else, it's upon them now to pardon you and to clarify and come and advise. So my point here to you now is, you have to remember there is an enemy, and that enemy is going to try and attack you in the way that he knows that he can attack you. If you let these things settle without understanding the principles that I've just mentioned here, then he's just going to make it get worse and worse and worse. It's going to come from different angles. What are the things that you need to do to stop the attacks of your enemy? Number one, you need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The shaitan has been described as being a khannas, and the khannas, as Ibn Abbas and others have said radiallahu anhum, that the khannas is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dhukir Allah, when the name of Allah is mentioned, khannas, he runs away, he flees. But when Allah's name is not mentioned, he comes back. So now, as long as you are doing things which are beneficial for your dunya, for your akhirah, you will find that the effects of the shaitan will reduce. So now, here you are worried about the way people think about you, and, have I done something wrong? Have I said something? If you are now not paying attention to that, and you're cooperating with people and doing good deeds, you're sitting with them, you're talking with them, you're learning, you are joking with them, you're making them laugh, you are playing with children, etc., whatever it might be, positive interactions, my point, you will find the shaitan will flee. Why? Because he's khannas. When you're doing something which is beneficial, he's not about. He's only going to come and attack you when you're feeling paranoid, when you're disengaging with people, thinking, I've done something wrong. And these are all connected to the principles that we've just talked about previously. Okay? So what you need to do to understand those principles, number one, but also to increase in your dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now I'm not saying dhikr of Allah here means that you keep saying subhanallah, alhamdulillah, but that's not what I mean. My point here is that you're conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What does Allah want me to do? What does Allah want me to stay away from? I feel like saying something, no, but Allah won't like that. And this also requires you studying your religion and learning what it is, how to behave and what it is that is beloved to Allah and what is not beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dua is also included in that, asking Allah to help you. One of the pillars of our salah is to ask for Allah's help constantly. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. So asking Allah that, Allah, I'm weak. Allah, I need your help. Allah, I'm struggling with this thing. Please help me. And He will help you. Of course He will. Why wouldn't He help you? And the morning and the evening adhkar, I think we've talked about this before. These are very important. I think you need to establish them firmly because these, as the author of the book, Hisnul Muslim, has called it, these are your fortress. Fortress against what? Against the enemy that we've just talked about. Try these out, and inshaAllah, I hope and I pray and I am very certain that the help of Allah is close to the believers. Allah make it easy for you. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu.